Dallas, Texas. 2011. Researchers at the University of Texas's Nanotech Institute discover a process that can actually make objects invisible. These scientists spin tiny carbon fibers into sheets and submerge them into water. An electrical charge heats the material and changes the way the surrounding water bends light, making an object appear to vanish at the turn of a switch.
We are not actually seeing around the object we're cloaking. What we're doing is we're using the heated carbon nanotube sheet to bend light. So when we think we're looking in a particular direction, we're actually looking at neighboring seawater. We're using very extraordinary materials to accomplish our mirage cloaking.
But as innovative as this remarkable technology is, stories of devices with similar powers can be found throughout history. Seriphos, Greece. It was here, on this tiny island in the Aegean Sea. The ancient Greeks believed the hero Perseus set off on a seemingly impossible mission to kill the fearsome Gorgon, Medusa.
So Perseus had this incredible challenge because Medusa was powerful and you just look at her and die. So it is a true dangerous situation for the hero.
According to mythology, Perseus is given a magical helmet that ultimately ensures his success. Called the Helm of Darkness, the cap belonged to Hades, the god of the underworld.
Perseus goes on this adventure with the help of a number of the Greek gods. He is given a number of mythological items that are going to help him on his journey. He is given the cap of Hades, which will make him invisible. He then successfully kills Medusa. And the other two Gorgons try to find him, but they can't see him because he's wearing the Helm of Invisibility.
Did the Helm of Darkness really make Perseus disappear? Or might there be another, perhaps more scientific explanation?
This could be an ancient example of an advanced technology using the bendable nature of light and laws of physics that we're now aware of to make something that seems to be impossible very attainable, and with a technology that anyone could use if they wanted to.
Varanasi, India, 500 miles southeast of Delhi. Located on the banks of the Ganges, Varanasi is one of the oldest cities on Earth, a city that, according to legend, was founded by the gods. Long known as a center of knowledge and learning, Varanasi was once home to an ancient physician by the name of Sushruta, who many historians credit with developing the art of surgery.
In ancient India, the early physician was a guy named Sushruta, and he was a surgeon and physician who would do skin grafts, cataract removals, even early plastic surgery on people. So once again, we have someone whose medical knowledge seems so advanced for his time.
Sushruta is also considered to be the first practitioner of Ayurveda, one of the oldest known systems of medicine in the world. According to Hindu legend, Sushruta is said to have received this knowledge from a god known as Dhanvantari.
Dhanvantari was a high-level god, as we would know them, who provided all the information on this complete healing modality based on an understanding of the physical and subtle aspects of the body. And it was passed through to Indian culture in ancient times and has been preserved and expanded since then.
Though he is most often depicted as having 4 arms and holding medicinal herbs, the god Dhanvantari was also a shapeshifter. According to legend, during his journeys to Earth, he could take on other forms, including that of a bird. Is it possible that both Dhanvantari and the half-man, half-bird Egyptian god of healing, Thoth, were connected in some way? And if so, how?
Whether it's Dhanvantari or Thoth, we learn of these extraterrestrial divinities very often being portrayed as bird-like beings who delivered the knowledge of ancient medicine to Earth. This tells us that our original knowledge of medicine, human anatomy, and how to heal the body came from extraterrestrial sources.
Sushruta was very clear in stating that he learned this knowledge from the gods. Who were the gods? Extraterrestrials.
Every culture will tell you that the first surgeon, that medicine, that healing was a gift of the gods. And that is extraordinarily interesting because it really shows that the benefit of mankind was accomplished through the intervention and the knowledge of the deities.
Southern Ireland. Here, approximately 5 miles northwest of the small city of Cork, lies the Blarney Castle. Built more than 500 years ago, this nearly 90-foot tall fortress houses the world-famous Blarney Stone, a relic that more than 300,000 people come to kiss each year.
It is not in a convenient location. It's in the castle wall, high up on the outside. So to kiss it, you've got to dangle over or sneak around so that you're really at some peril of falling a very great distance.
According to legend, it grants whoever kisses it the power to speak in an articulate and charismatic way and to flatter and blandish in any circumstance.
Here you have a stone that has been kissed and revered by probably millions of people. Blarney is the gift of gab, and so the idea is that somehow kissing this stone gives you the ability to talk better or to somehow amplify your verbal prowess.
Composed of a single block of bluestone, the same material used at Stonehenge, this stone relic's magical powers are widely renowned. But could a stone really have such power? One that could actually affect an individual's power of speech?
And the story is in the 15th century, Cormac McCarthy had a court case coming up, and he was concerned about this and called upon the goddess Cleana, the queen of the banshees, to help him find the right words and present a good case. She did. She said, listen, on your way to court, kiss the first stone you see and you'll be eloquent. You'll find the words. And he did this. He went to court. He was very persuasive and won his case. On his way home, he picked up that rock and carried it back and had his workmen fashion it into a stone and set it into the wall of his castle, where it is still to be found.
When you look at Irish mythology as a whole, it starts to become pretty obvious that these people, such as Cleana, were not ordinary earthborn humans, but were in fact most likely extraterrestrial humans who came to the Earth and shared their technology. And Blarney, being the gift of gab, the gift of talking more eloquently, is something that may have been impregnated into the stone by an extraterrestrial technology using energetic means that we're not now aware of.
Chicago, Illinois, 2006. Scientists pioneer a stunning biomechanical advancement, a thought-controlled robotic arm. Outfitted with electrodes that connect to the nerves of the wearer, the prosthetic works just like an actual arm and hand, receiving signals from the brain and giving the user a functioning new limb. But as scientifically sophisticated as this is, ancient astronaut theorists point to a remarkably similar account in an ancient story from the British Isles.
Irish myth has a story about a divine physician called Bionic. He has herbs to heal every affliction of the human body and soul. And the people, whether they're wounded in battle or they're afflicted in childbirth or miscarriage or headaches or whatever the malady is, they will go to Bionic for healing.
Bionic is known as the physician of the gods, or he was the celebrated physician of the Tuatha De Danann, which are sort of a semi-divine early group of people in Irish lore.
According to Celtic tradition, the Tuatha De Danann were a race of supernatural beings that came to Ireland riding on dark clouds. Bionic was one of these otherworldly beings, and a physician who sometimes used his knowledge to treat humans. In the most famous account of his medical feats, the Irish god heals a king named Nuada, who becomes injured in battle.
During a heated battle, Nuada lost his arm. Because of this, he could no longer be king. Kings were supposed to be physically pure, according to the ideas of this time. So he had to surrender his kingship for a while, and during this time period, Bionic was the one who actually fashioned him an arm out of silver. So he became known as Nuada of the Silver Hand, or Nuada of the Silver Arm.
Is the story of Bionic a myth, as mainstream historians believe? Or might King Nuada's silver arm have actually been an advanced bionic machine, just like the ones being developed today? If so, is it possible that the Celtic god Bionic was, in fact, an extraterrestrial being?
According to this legend, Bionic replaced King Nuada's arm with a silver arm that was fully functional. So is it possible that what we have here is an account of some type of prosthetics that existed already way back in the past?
It would seem that these legends are talking about what are really pretty high-tech medical devices and knowledge, the kind of medical knowledge that we have today and has taken hundreds of years of expensive research to find. So it would seem that they had these devices in ancient times too. But where would they have gotten them? It would seem to have been from extraterrestrials.